We can talk.
All right, weekend sports betting tips. Welcome back, fellas. We got Super Bowl 59. Super Bowl 59 coming up this Saturday. We're going to do some props, talk about side, total, all that good stuff. How's everyone doing, man? Sean?
Yeah.
You're having a monster season in college basketball?
College hoop's been really well. I mean,
Yeah.
ridiculous. 59% with a 255 and 179. Like,
That's
just
awesome.
crazy.
Unreal.
I've been roller coaster. So you're beating me. I'm looking forward to baseball.
Listen, the last week or so, it's been up and down. I've been up in a little bit of the line, which I swore I wasn't going to do because to give it all back when I normally have like tough Februarys and Januarys in conference play. Well, I'm like, you know what? I'm up a little bit, so I haven't. One day I went 5-1. The other day I went 3-4. I had a 5-5 day. Things like that. So I'm like, all right, I can live with those. Today I'm heavy day. I got what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 9. 9 today, of which I got 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all dogs in a pickle. We'll see what happens. It could be glorious. It could be
games. I love the 3-point spreads or lower. Love them. Whether it's favorites or dogs. I love
these.
Those are my favorite games to bet on.
5+ range here. And
nice.
I don't know. I was keeping track. I started on Monday. They were 3-1-1, keeping track of them, and then 2 close to the system were 2-0, 0-2 on Tuesday with games that fit the system, but they lost by a half a point and 1 point. Last night went 4-5. The close ones could have been plays went 1-1. So I'm like, all right. So it's been profitable. And today there was a gaggle. Like there was a whole lot, but I couldn't just put out. I don't know why I couldn't. I put out 9. I could have put out 16. What's the difference at this point? Like the ones I don't use are probably going to go 4-1, and these are going to go 3-6 or something. But what are you going to do?
Anthony's hitting on the NBA props for his clients.
NBA has been, believe it or not, it's been a cash cow. I've been very selective lately just because of how inconsistent it's been. But I think I played maybe one NBA in the past week and it cashed. But I mean, prior to that, it's just been nonstop cashing for me. So I got one NBA play tonight. It's actually one of my best play of the night. So we'll go for there.
Sign up.
Put in the private chat because my NBA, I am 18-12 for the year. NBA. That's like a Saturday.
I'll put it in the group chat. I'll put it in the group chat then. I'll put it in the group chat with us.
I get the NBA good.
I love the NBA. I mean, I hate to say that, but no betting allowed unless it's props. That's all I'm going to say.
At Pounded Sport VIP, send Anthony a text message. You'd like to sign up and get his top play for tonight. Sean at Mr. Sean Higgs.
Unless you miss the numbers, don't message me.
Yeah.
We got Super Bowl 59 Chiefs. Actually, I think it's -1.5 now since the Jalen Carter news came out.
I saw this morning -1. I mean, it could be. It's -1, 1.5 anywhere, but.
All right, what do you got, Sean? What do you think? What do you see?
Line? I mean, listen. Yeah. I said this last week, 2 weeks ago. I tried fading Kansas City last year in the playoffs. I took the donut. I said that's not going to happen this year. I had the Chiefs over Houston, winner. I had the Chiefs over the Bills, winner. I'll take the Chiefs over Eagles, winner. I mean, the guy is 17-3 in the playoffs. What am I doing here? I'm gonna go against them. Like, I don't know. And if it loses, so be it. It's one game. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. It's an end of a football where I went 110 and 102. Yep. Not a great season. I don't feel bad about that. To me, I'm happy that I was actually finished over 500 when I see that the sports books lost money in December and FanDuel and these places have to readjust things over because of football and the way the favorites have been winning. So I'll take an 8-game season on 500. I didn't get crushed. I basically broke even. It's one game. We're not betting the bankroll on one game on the Super Bowl. What do we have in mind? NFL's the toughest line anyway. Now the Super Bowl is going to be a clear edge. What's the clear edge? I'm gonna bet against the team that's been to 4 Super Bowls in 5 years, and their head coach, who is Vince Lombardi reincarnated since coming here from
Hall of Fame coach.
I mean, he's fabulous. Clear edge over him over Sirianni. And I got, the coordinator for the Eagles. Great job. I'm not taking away from the Eagles. They're fabulous. They're the best team in the NFC. I thought maybe Detroit would give them a battle because it would be in Detroit. That hurdle was gone. But Mahomes sees this guy's defense and he eats it up. He's 6-0 against it? I mean, yeah, who's getting – why – I understand. Everybody's going to be on the Chiefs. If you think it's rigged for Taylor Swift and Kelsey to get married and the refs are on their side, why the hell are you even taking the Eagles? Why? Yeah. So then you come in, it's rigged in here. It's rigged. Well, how about your team's less disciplined and they get penalties against them? The penalties go both ways. I saw, I don't want to get wrapped up in a whole rant of the refereeing. Tiptoed on the sidelines. I don't care what quarterback it is. Waylay that dude, sever his liver like Drew Bledsoe style, where he almost – you can't play that way. That is honestly.
Ralph Michaels got some stat.
You die in a helmet, they're going to flag you. You breathe on the quarterback. You breathe on Michael Jordan. You breathe on LeBron. You breathe on Steph Curry. It's a foul. You breathe on a starting quarterback. It's a penalty. We know this. Why are we shocked when a guy gets a flag? Well –
Any quarterback. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, but the Chiefs do get a little more leeway than anything. I mean, the perception's there. It was just – but think about it. It was
not with
the
this
same
crew.
thing happened
Not
with
with
Tom Brady.
Crew.
The same thing happened with Tom Brady. Where's all the people bitching about Tom Brady? It's the same thing with Mahomes. Let me put it this way. If you know it's going to happen, why are you complaining? Just bet on the Chiefs. Then stop complaining. Look at through the whole – okay, the Chiefs versus the Texans. Give me the Chiefs. I cashed with it. I didn't like the 8-point spread, but I bet it. What was it? The Chiefs were 0-4, 0-5 going into that game against the spread of 7 points or more. Give me the Chiefs. I don't care. I'm going to take the Chiefs and the ref. Cashed. Who do they play in versus the Bills? Give me the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs. I know they're playing the Bills. I would love to see the Bills. You know what? If the Bills win that game, great. I have no problem losing money. But give me the Chiefs. I'm going to bet on the Chiefs and the refs. It won. Hey, guess what? I don't care if it's rigged or not. I just won money. If you think it's rigged, then play the side that you think is rigged. It's not hard. Stop complaining and do it. It's not hard. It's common sense at one point.
And you're like, oh, it's rigged for the Chiefs. Then why the hell are you betting against them?
Then why you betting?
You have a random game, and it's fixed. The guy missed a free throw. Oh, it's fixed. He sat out. He told his friends he's not going to play the second half. You think that's rigged? That some scrub sits out for his assist? I mean, that's not rigged. That's a dude. Well, going to jail is what it is. Again, NFL. If you think it's scripted and everybody gets the thing, I love to. I want to see the guy who opens up your script and jaw and be like, "Wow, I break my leg. I never get to play again." Yeah. Gee, thanks for the $345,000.
Yeah, I mean, come on. The 10-year veteran opens the script and be like, "Oh man, we're going 3-13 this season." Oh,
yeah,
that's
great. Yeah,
I might as well not even play.
I love it when people are like, look at that. He said he gave him the script in August. We got to camp. Oh, the playbook? That's the script? Yeah, he gave him a playbook to what our game plan is for the year?
Yeah. How about going into week 18 and they lose on a field goal to miss the playoffs? That's scripted. That's scripted. Yeah, we got to make sure we get it so close and we lose by a field goal on the final game to miss the playoffs. Just so we can miss the playoffs. That's because that's how the script goes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're all on the Chiefs. I take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't. I tried it last year. I took a donut. I mean, really, these guys last year. I thought the Bills at home. We get payback. No, Baltimore at home. We're going to run all over you because Buffalo didn't nearly beat you. And Baltimore says, we're not going to run a ball. We're going to try to beat you a different way. Whatever. Then in the Super Bowl, I got the Niners. We're getting payback. We're not going to blow another 10-point lead in the fourth quarter, and we're up 20-20. So we won't blow that lead. Of course you wouldn't, but you did. You blew the lead at halftime. You went up at the end of the game. You let them march down the field with a minute and a half left to tie the game. You took a lead in overtime. You could have went for a touchdown, but you said, you know what? Who cares if we're 7 yards out? We're going to kick a field goal because our defense is going to hold the best guy of our generation right now, and we're going to get a defensive stop. Okay, yeah. Down in overtime, down to regulation, down to halftime, still win. And I'm going to come in and say, let's take the Eagles +1. It's a steal. Let me show you how smart I am. Get the hell out of here.
3 years ago, I had the Chiefs over the Niners. Got that. 2 years ago, I took the Eagles over the Chiefs. I was like, there's no way they're going to go back-to-back. Eagles are a better team. I still think the Eagles were better then than they are now, to be honest with you. Eagles lost. Patrick Mahomes hurt ankle. The Eagles, they blew that game. Last year,
I
said, you know what?
Fumble, a scoop it, you fumble, you turn the ball over, they didn't touchdown, game over. But you also blew a 24-4. You're up 10 points at the half.
Yeah. This year, or last year, I took the Chiefs over the Niners. I said, I don't care. Give me the Chiefs. You cannot convince me to take the Niners. You can't convince me. Give me the Chiefs and give me the refs. I don't care what the script is. I don't care what anyone says. You can't convince me. The game was ugly. I remember the first half. I was like, this game sucks.
Yeah.
The Niners literally, again, the game away. So more than likely, the Eagles will probably dominate the first half because that's what the Chiefs' trend is in the Super Bowl the last couple of years.
Yeah.
They've been horrible in the first half. Second half, they come out and explode. So I'm still on the Chiefs. You can't.
You like Eagles first half? Eagles first half?
You'd have to think that way.
I'm just going by the trend of the last couple of Super Bowls. I'm not saying I'm betting. I'm just saying. If you go by the last couple of Super Bowls, the Chiefs have started off slow and the other team has dominated the first half. The Niners going into that second half, the Niners should have put away them. They were the better team going into the second half. Just like 2 years ago, the Eagles were the better team going into the second half. But that's Andy Reid, the experienced coaches. You got a great experienced defense, experienced offense, and you have one hell of a quarterback. You don't have a quarterback that is careless. You have a very strong quarterback. So don't put it in doubt. All you need is 1 minute with Patrick Mahomes.
He's not forcing to throw. He's going to run out of bounds. He's not going to be dancing and chuck it down the field like these guys that try to make something happen to my receiver. No. And again, you mentioned Andy Reid. The guy makes adjustments at the half. They come out, and the scoop and a score for the touchdown was a difference maker. But they came back, and they came back on you. The Niners twice. Let's go against that. You got to feel it's one. Listen, 3 or 4 points. I'm thinking, you know what? I got to take the Eagles.
Absolutely.
The Eagles' money's coming in anyway because they are better this year with Barkley. 100% they're better than that squad from 2 years ago.
It was just like the Rams when they played the Bengals. I got the Bengals at Bengals at +4.5. The whole entire world was on the Rams. I was like, that 4.5, give me the Rams. Or give me the Bengals. Rams won the Super Bowl, but I cashed my ticket because I had 4.5.
Yep.
So you're telling me the Rams have to win by a touchdown? I'll take the points.
Yep. I had the Rams up because I looked at it as like everybody's going to take that points because you're getting more than 3.
Yep. Any
I lost.
Can I ask the dumb guy question?
The dumb question, go for it.
Yeah. Why is the line only -1 though? To me it should be like -2.5, -3.
That's a Sean question right there.
It opened at 2. It was 2. It came down to 1. It's moving a little bit.
Just with the legend of Mahomes, Reed, and Kelsey.
They're not exactly. So they're not going to open up at a Chiefs underdog.
No, because everyone would be like that.
The fact that it hasn't really even moved.
Yeah.
All you hear is the Eagles. Oh, it's Barkley.
Right.
Hurts.
And recently teams have been able to run on the Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs aren't as good.
They do have a good run defense. But
they got a good pass defense.
I call them a one-loss team because I don't count that last game. To me, they're a one-loss team.
One-loss team.
Absolutely.
But it was the most sad one-loss. Like, he just wasn't a good year for Mahomes. Not a good year for the running backs.
Not a good year for Kelsey. Yeah.
Hopkins does nothing. I took Hopkins under 1.5 receptions in the Super Bowl. He's nobody. I'll look at, Hollywood Brown or something. Again, you got nobody sexy on the offense doing anything. Right? He had a so-so year, and the Eagles are flashy. Look at it. They scored 50 in a playoff game. We win in the snow. I got a guy busting 30-yard carries all over the joint. I don't know. KC can't be an underdog. But I think it is what it is. It's two evenly matched teams. We saw them play 2 years ago. Is Philly better with Barkley? Absolutely. But I think the Andy Reid and the Mahomes combo is what it is. Come on, it's 17-3 in the playoffs, and I think it's 13-3 ATS in the playoffs. This ain't the regular season. This isn't October versus Tampa Bay on a Monday night or whatever the hell it is. No, this is the Super Bowl. How are they in the playoffs? They're 17-3. That's all you need to know. I mean, really.
Plain and simple. I mean, at the end of the day, the Eagles are more of a run first team. They're passing team. So this is how I put it. The Eagles, the Chiefs are going to be they're going to force the Eagles to throw the ball because they're going to be a run first defense right out of the gate. And there's going to be 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 15 after penalties. Do you really think that the Eagles are going to convert those plays with throwing the ball with that pass rush? I don't think so. They're going to force Jalen Hurts to throw the ball.
Try and use the tight end. It's the weakness of the Chiefs. Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, so is the tight end against the Eagles. That's why I like Kelce.
So the tight end against the Eagles. Yep.
I mean, look at Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz has been the most roller coaster season when it comes to yardage.
He was the leading receiver in that game.
Leading receiver. But if you look at his props throughout the season, they averaged around 36 yards per game.
Yeah.
There were some games where he scorched it.
He had like 110 or something in that last game. 110, 120.
Yeah, but there was a lot of garbage time.
Yeah, a lot of
But what I'm trying to say is the Eagles, some teams really struggle versus the defense and the tight end position. And the Eagles are one of those teams. Kelsey's prop is only 60.5. Everybody looks at the last game. Oh, he only had one catch.
One catch for 8
yards. Also versus the Bills. The Bills are a pretty damn good team against the tight end.
Yep.
So I'm all over Kelce, especially in the Super Bowl. You better believe that Mahomes is going to go to his most confident receiver.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you got it. I'm there with you. Any thoughts on the total? Open at 50, sitting at 48.5. A lot of people like the under. Is that public money?
I gotta lean the over. I was leaning the under at first.
Yeah.
But because it's indoors and in New Orleans, I gotta lean the over here. Every time I go under, every time I say under, it goes way over.
It goes over.
Every time I goes over, it's like it can go either or. I'm gonna go over his time.
What
the whole playoffs.
Son?
I got the under.
Leaning. You got the under at 50?
It was 49.5. Did anybody hit 50? I don't think he hit 50.
I thought it opened at 50, but I could be wrong.
I saw it at 49.
49.5.
All right,
that's 49. Another one. Everybody's going to run to it, think it's going to be 38-30. Like, it's 38-35, and people are like, and it's come down. But, I mean.
You still like it at 48.5?
Yeah. Listen, if it's going to stay under, it's staying under, and it's going to be 24-20 or something like that. It's going to be an under. Mm-hmm. If it's going over, listen, I think this will definitely go up by game day. People are just going to be, here comes all the money. This will be a pick 'em. It'll go to probably 50 for, I won't be shocked. 50.5, it'll go up because everybody wants to see high scoring. That's why it's in your head.
That's what I was saying. That was my next
think of it this way. Both team totals are 23.5. So I was kind of leaning to take both team totals, but then I'm like, okay, then I might as well just play the over if that's the case.
I did a both teams to score over 19 points.
Yeah, that's good.
That's 19 pretty good. Pointer, I think. Or is it? Yeah. What is it?
Talk a little Super Bowl prop plays.
It all depends on your book because I know Hard Rock, their props are so limited.
Yep.
But if you go to my offshore, 1,000 plays. It's like who picks their nose first.
They got.
It's ridiculous. Who takes the biggest shit before the game?
I wrote a few down. Got this one. Super Bowl prop parlay. Most rushing yards, Saquon Barkley. Most passing yards, Mahomes. It's minus 125. Any thoughts? Like it? Hate it?
It's a parlay, bro. What am I going to say to that?
I know.
Tooch, that is like, that's, I mean. I think
here's the thing with the prop
chalk.
Yeah. The prop
I think that's super chalk.
Yeah.
The prop should be.
But Jalen Hurts is not going to outpass Mahomes.
No.
And who's going to outrush Saquon? Because no. I mean, it would be Kareem Hunt or Pacheco. I don't see it because they rotate backs on KC.
I have a Hunt over 45.5 rushing yards. I think he's going to get
nice.
he's going to get some things. So I figure I take a shot on that. I did a Hurts anytime touchdown, minus 125. As I mentioned, both teams over 19.5 points. Yes to a 2-point conversion was plus 230. Mahomes under 5.5 rushing attempts. So that's low, but it seems low. So that's why I took it. It was even. I'm like, because you think even if he takes 3 knees, he's not going to scamper 2. It just looks like it's a low number.
Okay.
So that number, believe it or not, as much as I like the Chiefs, that number tells me they're losing and he's chucking the ball. The 5.5. I said the Hopkins under 1.5 receiving yards. I got the Butker over 1.5 field goals. Barkley under longest rush 25.5 yards. I did a Hollywood Brown to be the rushing, receiving combined yardage leader. And everybody's going to run to Barkley, right? I think people think Barkley's going to rush for 150 yards, have 25 yards receiving. I went 22-1 on Hollywood Brown. I'm going to take a shot. No, combined yardage. Who's got the most yardage?
Oh, combined. All it takes is one deep pass, really.
How much is it? Hollywood Brown over
22-1.
No. His what rushing receiving yards? What's the number?
To lead. He has to be the leader.
Leader.
He can lead with 85 yards if nobody. Nice. If it's a defense, could be the game could be 3-0. He has 47 yards.
Nice.
It's a long shot play, Tooch. It's a long shot play.
Yeah, I love it.
Yep, I did Worthy 2 TDs, 2-1 again because Barkley's TD. What are we doing here? He's minus. He was minus 240 to be.
Yeah.
260 for his TDs, and I mentioned the rushing receiving. He's minus 240. Like that's not a fun prop.
No, that's not fun. That's more of a sweat than a stupid play.
So there was a thing called the TD roulette. I don't know if some of these offshore. This is a offshore PPH joint, and it was Barkley touchdowns. Has one in the first quarter is plus 320. To score in the second quarter is 450. Third quarter is 500, and the fourth quarter is 6-1. Like you could bet
scoring in each one, right?
He has to score in a quarter. Like you pick the quarter, he scores it.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, if you take all of these for whether it be $25 each, $100 each, if you think Philly's going to win, he's going to have 2 TDs.
Yes.
Maybe.
Do I think he's going to score 2.25? If he scores 2.25, it's a route anyway, and he's going to get a third TD somewhere else.
Yep.
Yeah. But I'm saying for this kind of plus money, I think is worth a shot. He doesn't get in the first quarter, right? But if you get it in the second quarter and he gets one in the third again, I mean, I think you'd hit 2 of these quarters. You could very well hit 3 of these quarters. You could possibly hit all 4 quarters with him scoring a touchdown. You never know. But, for those kind of odds, I will gladly. Although the 6-1 in the fourth, I look at that as, well, are they trailing, which is why he's not getting the ball? But, again, that's like a fun one. You're an Eagle fan. You think Barkley's going to score? You take that every quarter from 3-1 to 4-1 to 5 to 6-1.
I got a few other ones here I like. Mahomes over 25.5 completions. Jalen Hurts under interceptions. He hasn't thrown one in quite a while. I think 9 straight.
Because he doesn't throw the ball.
He doesn't throw the ball. Right.
That's why he's going to need to this week.
P. Ryan over 7.5 receiving yards. He's hit this in multiple games. This one I really like. The shortest touchdown under 1.5 yards. It's basically a goal line. Will there be a goal line touchdown?
More than likely.
More than likely. I mean, you got the Tooch push. You got Barkley. You got Kareem Hunt. Yeah. So I mean,
all it takes is a pass interference in the end zone. That's all it takes.
Exactly.
Yep.
Pass interference. You're at the one.
Yep.
Yeah. But I got Xavier Worthy over 5.5 rushing yards. I really like that play because he does about 2 rushes a game.
Yeah.
He gets like 10 sweep, and he's fast. He's fast. Jake Elliott over 1.5 field goals made plus 110. I saw your Butker, but it was too juicy for my liking. Chiefs to score first because if you look at the playoffs, they've been scoring first in the playoffs right out of the gate. They go in for touchdown. KC defense special teams touchdown. If they're going to win it, they always do something dramatic. Or if they're playing from behind, they're going to do something. Plus 750. And total field goals made over 3.5 field goals. Plus one, I think it was plus 110 over 3.5.
Total field goals made over 3.5.
Total field goals.
You're going to get. I was going to do a first score as a field goal, like it's like plus 135 or something. I thought it was plus 135. It wasn't crazy, but they're going to. Somebody's going to take the point at the 30-yard line. They're going to say, "Hey, it's 4th and 4. Let's go for it." They're going to take 3 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So you're going to get one there. You might get one at the end of the half. You'll get some random one somewhere else. I mean, and I think there's going to be one at the end of the game to win it anyway. So,
and again, especially because it's indoors, they're going to take that 59, 60-yard attempt. So don't be surprised.
There was where there'll be a 60-yard made field goal on one of my sites.
What was the longest field goal prop, Anthony?
It's like 56.
I don't know. But I love that Samaje Perine. If anyone knows anything about Samaje Perine, that dude, all he needs is one catch, 2 catches a game. And if you go back to the Broncos days last year with Russell Wilson, he was averaging 2 catches a game and averaging around 10, 11 yards of receiving yards. And the guy's an animal. Try tackling Samaje Perine on the run. Good luck.
Anthony likes Travis Kelce over 65.5 receiving yards.
60 and a half.
60 and a half, yep.
I think Kelce has a huge game. That's one of my top plays I'm releasing.
All right.
One of my top plays of the week.
Any
Just
other
for the fact, it's
players?
the Super Bowl. Huh?
Any other players worthy? Goddard.
I don't like Worthy's receiving yards because I think Mahomes spreads the ball a lot to Mahomes, to
Kelce.
Hollywood. I mean, I'd be careful, Sean, with that Hopkins play because Hopkins has said it since he came to the Chiefs. I want to win a Super Bowl, and this could be the time for him to shine, and he still has it. Okay. He just hasn't been. He could be saved in the back pocket for Andy Reid. So if anyone's looking for a dark horse, DeAndre Hopkins might be a dark horse on Sunday. I don't even think the Eagles.
Just so you know, in this playoff game versus Houston, one target, no yards.
That's what I'm saying.
Against Buffalo, he didn't have the ball thrown at him,
and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Be
careful.
Wait for a breakout today.
He might be. I mean, he still has it. Andy Reid will pop something out of the blue. But hey, I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad play. I'm just saying it could be an Andy Reid back pocket play. DeAndre Hopkins right down the middle for 30 yards, 20 yards, touchdown play in the back of the end zone, something.
See, I think that's why they look at like Juju Smith. He had the big, 30-yard catch to one game.
I can't touch him. I can't.
I'm just saying he's the one who's gotten that.
Yeah,
and obviously Worthy's gotten a bunch of targets the last 2 games.
Worthy's a monster. I think he just gets better and better every game. Yeah. Every game, I feel like he just gets faster and faster.
All right, fellas, before we get out of here, thanks again for everything. Sean's on the Chiefs. Anthony's on the Chiefs. We all like
real
Chiefs
quick before we leave,
Yeah.
Let's not forget the Eagles were literally one play away from losing to the Rams in the end to go to the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
So if everyone's really high on that Eagles defense, and if you really watch Eagles games in the second half of the game, they wear down in the fourth quarter. Let's not forget Washington blew them out in Philly, came back from behind, tore up that defense. So it might be one of those things where in the first half where the Chiefs just might be wearing them down. In the second half, they just pound the hell out of them. So keep an eye on that.
All right, fellas. Thanks again. Keep checking the Twitter feeds of Anthony, Sean, and myself for more plays. All right, fellas. Got to get out of here. My 6-year-old's got the choir concert at grade school. Thanks again. And we'll see you guys. See you guys soon. All right.
Yes.
All right.
Good luck.
That's it.
Good luck, everybody.
Barroom. That's it.
6-year-olds. Ready to go.
Hey, have fun tonight.
All right. Bye-bye.